Need help? For the Alliance.
That was pretty quick, which is a good sign. Where do I want to go? Do I want to go... We could go more healing. What the hell was that? Oh, he must have... I don't know what happened. I have no... I just like was one when I was full health, next one I was dead, so I'm not sure if he hit me with touch of whatever it was. I'm not sure what happened there. That was really weird. It's just very strange.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Wow, he actually cleansed that off of me. That was pretty cool, actually. I didn't know you could do that. It's actually really smart. Here's the guy that killed me a minute ago.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I'm dead. Oh my god. So the Horde, apparently, the good Horde players tend to play at night because during the day I can win some games, but at night it's like all Horde. All the kiddies get off school. Yeah, this is a complete... I mean, you can see we just got absolutely annihilated.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I see that. Like, look at how much damage that guy does. Okay, why is this scroll wheel not working? I fucking hate this shit. Hold on a second. So he hit me with Tiger Bomb for 2,900. Look at this. Conflagrate, Judgment, Melee. Jockstrap, Jockstrap, Jockstrap. So he hit me for 56,000 health in a span of probably like, half a second. I mean, that's like almost all my health. Like, really. Like, he basically just one-shot me.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
So Jockstrap, I don't know what the hell his gear, what his deal is, but he's obviously super twinked. Look at this guy. 122,000 damage. It's just like ridiculous. That's what's so cool about playing like World of Warcraft or Wrath of the King Classic. There was actually a great video. I think it was. I'm trying to think who did this video. I'm pretty sure it was Force. Yeah, it was. It was Force Gaming. And what he talked about was how, like, if you play a game like World of Warcraft or any of these MMOs that have been out for, like, over, like, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, that if you step away from those games, if they have PvP in them, if you step away from those games and you come back to those games and you try to play them, you don't really want to play PvP because the barrier to entry is just so high. because there's like so much you need to know. Like for example, if you haven't played WoW, like me, I haven't played any arena in WoW in years and years and years, right? So you come back to retail World of Warcraft and you want to play arena, it's like the barrier like this to entry is so high because you don't know, like you don't know what all the like the nuances of the classes are anymore. You don't know what the classes, what they can do. You have no idea. Like I don't know what a monk's gonna do, right? I don't know which, like if some monk comes up to me and hits me with a certain ability, I don't know what spec they are. I don't know what ability it is. I don't, I have to look at the damage the recap of the fight and then try to figure it out. And so it's very difficult because there's people who've played the game nonstop. Like they've never stopped doing arena since the day one WoW came out, and so of course they know everything there's to know about all the classes because they've played them all since the beginning, and they've been familiar with all of the new changes, all the expansions, all the tweaks to the classes, and all the new builds. What's good, what isn't. And the really really good PvP players have played every single spec from every single class. Someone like Venruki, although I don't think he's one of the best PvP players. He's good though. He's good. But he plays most of the. He tends to stick with monks and mages and those types. There's a few classes he really doesn't play that much, but you get my point. So the barrier to entry is really high. So you kind of come back into these games. It's very difficult to be effective without seriously putting some time in. Other than unless you've, that's why people don't want to leave. That's why people don't want to. Oh, he bubbled. He like bubbled.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Right, he literally bubbled on me.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
But who was that? That was the Lightful Soul, and he would have killed me there if it wasn't for that mage coming over. But he's a weak paladin, but he's not protection. Yeah, and if you look at the chat here, someone was just saying Jockstrap is using the XP off exploit. And so that's what people do. What they do is these guys level to max level. They get like the best gear they possibly can get, and then they turn off their XP and they queue. And they basically, they call it an exploit. I don't know if it's really an exploit, but somehow they set it up so that they're at max level and they're getting into these battlegrounds where, I'm a level 31 character, and yet I'm going up against players who are max level with really super good gear, and that's why you have these players like this guy Jockstrap is doing 232,000 damage. The next closest player is 94k, so he's obviously super twinked. Another thing, there was a really good video by Force Gaming, and it was pretty recent, and let me see if I can find it really quick. And let's see, do I have Force? I'm sure I'm subscribed to Force. I better be. Yeah, I am. So if you go to Force Gaming's site here, and he's got one called... I think it's this one.
Today's video was sponsored by Warner Brothers Games for Harry Potter Magic.
Yeah, and here you can see I actually comment on the video. The point you brought up about coming back to MMOs and picking up PvP again and how hard it is so true. That is why I never really got back into games like WoW and tried to do PvP anymore, because there's just so much knowledge you've missed out over the years if you haven't played. It's also why you can go into Wrath of the Lich King Classic and do PvP and have a blast, because Wrath of the Lich King Classic is a fixed system. They're not releasing any new content for Wrath Classic, so if you know Wrath Classic PvP, you can always go back and play Wrath Classic PvP and be very successful. But not so for it's very difficult for Dragonflight or these new expansions that come out. You just don't know, Here, I'm gonna silence this guy.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
See, right there, I don't even know what happened there. Here, Shadow Word Death. I mean, look at this. So I'm fighting this DK, and all of a sudden I'm just dead. You saw that. There's basically this priest comes up and just boom, 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 dead. Just boom, boom, dead. Just dead in a second. It's just like insane.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
So hopefully, you know, hopefully, you know, as I get higher up in level with this character, I'll be able to combat burst damage. That's the other thing, like in WoW, over the years, is that burst has just become worse. It's gotten worse, I think, throughout the years. Hopefully, again, like I said, there's ways to combat that. But it sucks when you get killed. I don't think anybody should be killed in less than like half a second. You know. That's why if you've ever played Burning Crusade, like the first season of Arena was so much fun because it was super fun. It was like amazing. It was really good. Actually, the first 3 seasons of Arena, because there wasn't really that burst. Burst didn't really exist in WoW back then because you just didn't do that much damage. You didn't go up to somebody and hit him for like, because if you take into account like how much health does my character actually have, right? Like I've only got like this character I think has around 8,000 health, right? So I've got 8,200 health. So you're not going to get hit for like 4,000 or 5,000 health in like half a second. You just aren't. Like the biggest hit might be like, you know, maybe like 2,000, but they can't follow that up with another 2,000 like you saw against that Shadow Priest. I mean, she was hitting me for like 1,200, 2,500, you know, another 1,200, but it was all done in a very short amount of time because a lot of the casts were instant. And back in Burning Crusade, you didn't really have instant casts. There wasn't just like, you know, press 3 buttons in a row, you know. Like if you were like Shadow Priest, it was like Mind Flay, Mind Blast. All those are, you know, like Mind Flay is a channeling ability. It just doesn't do that much damage, right? And Mind Blast also, it's a channeling ability. There's no instant casts, right? So
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
But so you can see there, that was pretty interesting. Look how long it took that person to kill me. Now, that person probably was, you know, like more around my level, not all twinked out. And you can see there's a huge difference. But in Burning Crusade, you know, Arena, like everything was like a cast spell, or like, you know, the damage wasn't that big, and so the combat was more strategic. It was more about, you know, understanding how to maybe like not get hit, or understanding how to like interrupt abilities. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of skill involved based around that. It wasn't just press a few buttons and one shot everybody. You know what I mean?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
And that's why like Arena was so great when it first came out in WoW. It was so good because of the fact that you couldn't just blow people up. It wasn't just like, I'm gonna cast 2 spells and you're dead. You know, that you just couldn't do that. So actual Arena matches typically were pretty, you know, unless you like went up against a comp that was really bad against your comp, or you were just going against people that just, you know, weren't very good at the game. You know, matches weren't usually super fast. They usually, I would say on average, probably were around 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes long. And if you went up against, players that knew what they were doing, you know, they could be like, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes, you know, long per match. But they were fun, and that's what it was, just fun. Like, and now you get to like, you know, perfect example is when Van Ruki got blown up in one of the World of Warcraft like arena championships, right? And he just got exploded and blown up in like a second. If you guys haven't ever seen that video, you know, that's the kind of stuff that really shouldn't happen in PvP. At least not in my estimation. Not the way I would like PvP to work. You know. I don't know if I can find it. It's funny how it's hard to find this stuff nowadays, I guess. But I don't even know if we could find, like, we probably couldn't even find, like, a, you know, Burning Crusade, or let's see, Arena Season 1. I wonder if we could even find any. Yeah. Kind of sucks that you can't find, like, original, like, arena footage, you know? Like, nobody was streaming back in, you know, what was it, 2000, I guess it would have been like 2005, 2006 was when the first arena season came out. You know, you weren't seeing, like, people, you know, no one was streaming back then, really. Which is really too bad, you know, because I wouldn't have to sit here and try to explain to people, you know, because there's a lot of people who never played Arena Season 1, like, when it came out. Like, a lot of people that play WoW today, people, you know, they don't even know what it was like, you know, which is just really sad, to be honest. Yeah, but you shouldn't be able to just, you know, blow people up in 2 seconds. That's one of the reasons why I didn't really like Black Desert Online's PvP after it had been out for a couple years, like 2 or 3 years, because people would just jump in on you and just boom, 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 you're dead. Like, they would stun you, and before you came out of the stun, they would just kill you. And I'm never a fan of that, and that's why, like, games like Guild Wars 2 PvP is so much, in a lot of ways, superior, you know, to WoW PvP, to current WoW. And I don't want to say WoW PvP in general, but to current WoW. Because you can't just go into Guild Wars 2 and just, you know, if you know what you're doing, you can't just blow people up. Like, if people know, you know, have any kind of skill, you're not just, you know, you're not just going to get blown up in like 2 seconds. It just doesn't really happen. The other thing about Guild Wars 2 that is really good, though, is Guild Wars 2 has they don't really have PvP gear, right? At least they didn't. I think now they might have rewards for doing PvP, but they don't have, like, PvP set gear, you know, that gives you, like, bonuses for, you know, when you're playing in a PvP environment. So that actually helps too, because then you don't have people who played PvP, got all the good PvP gear, and then you have people who come into PvP battlegrounds and haven't had a chance to get any of that PvP gear, so they're at a huge disadvantage. Like, when I go into a battlegrounds without any honor gear or any arena gear, and then I'm going up against other people who have full PvP sets, you're at a huge disadvantage. And it feels really painful, to be honest. And that's why World of Warcraft PvP can be really daunting and annoying for a lot of people who haven't played WoW PvP and don't really understand how it works. You know, that's not really the same in Guild Wars 2, because you don't have that kind of situation. Also in WoW, you have what we're seeing now, which is a lot of people, I don't want to say they're cheating, but they're twinking, and like the guy said, the guy's doing a hack where he turns off experience and is able to get into, you know, a level 30 to 40 PvP bracket as a level 70 character, you know, which is kind of crazy. Another thing that for me, like, I was thinking about it earlier today. I was thinking about World of Warcraft, and what makes WoW so good is really what makes WoW really good is the character controller, right? So it's really just, you know, it's how smooth the character moves, right? Like, super smooth. Like, how the abilities work, like how the spell batching works as well. So, like, if you hit an ability, like here, like, let's say that I cast Flash of Light, or, well, that's not a good example. How about, I need an instant cast of some kind. So let's say I throw a shield here at this warg. If I immediately cast Consecration right after I throw my shield, I'm going to be in the global sweep. You know, the global cooldown is going to be going still. So really, this isn't, you know, consecration won't be ready to cast. But the game engine is smart enough to realize that I press the button, so it will still fire when it can fire. So watch this. Like right there, actually it didn't. It didn't. But if you do it close enough, it will. Let's see if we can do it again. There it did. There it did. So there, like when I did my Blessed Hammer, and then I hit Consecrate, even though the global cooldown sweep hadn't finished yet. Like for example, here's the sweep. See how see how it's sweeping around here? If I press Consecrate right around where the sweep is at, maybe, you know, like 10 o'clock, it'll still, when the global cooldown's done, cast Consecration. So that's like kind of how the input, it'll queue up inputs from the keyboard, which a lot of MMOs, not all MMOs do that, and that's actually really nice. You know, it kind of makes the controls feel more responsive, because I can do this, hit Consecration right there, and it still goes off even though it really wasn't ready to go off yet. So that's one thing. And then just the movement in WoW, right? The movement in WoW is so smooth. So most MMOs just don't have this kind of incredibly smooth gameplay, you know? And so when we talk about, like, why so many people play WoW, even to this day still, I think that's a lot of it. It's just how smooth and how responsive the inputs are to the actual character controller. So if you think about, like, how smooth it is for this character to move around, right? Like, imagine creating a new MMO, like just a brand new MMO, in a completely different world, right? Completely different world, everything, but the responsiveness of the movement felt this good, right? And that the PvP was really super responsive. Like I could, you know, you can see it had quality animations like this. I mean, that's all you need, right? As a starting point, right? I mean, to me, the most important thing in an MMO really is the character controller, the responsiveness, the smoothness of the character movement, how responsive the character is to your inputs from the keyboard. And then after that, of course, I think the world, like, you know, how you design your world, how you know, create this ambience and this feeling of a fantastical world that people want to live and breathe in, people want to spend their time in. It has to be something that people feel immersed in. So if you can do those few things, you're well on your way to making a successful MMO. People get bogged down. I think a lot of these new MMOs, they get bogged down with systems, like trying to create something new, and that's important, but you have to nail the basics. I don't care how many systems you put in, how exciting they sound, if you don't nail the basics of just the character controller, the movement, the smoothness of the combat, smoothness, you know, the quality, like, you know, spell animations and abilities that are easily to discern. If you don't get that stuff right, the game is destined to fail. Oh, only so you can feel like in Classic Zones, like a god in Classic Zones. Yeah. Oh yeah, well, in any zone really. Like, what's really funny about retail, like for example, if I'm in any of these zones and I see an elite mob, there's no question as to whether or not I can kill them. Not only can I kill them, I can kill them without my health dropping below like 95%. Because the game is so easy now, right? Like, for example, if I was in vanilla WoW and I was in this zone right here, I would never dream. Let's say I was in this zone, I was level, you know, I don't remember what zone this is in vanilla. I think it's like 50-ish or 45 to 50. I would never dream of running into this building here, just, you know, Leroy Jenkinsing it and running into that building, because it's a tough building to go into, right? You know, in vanilla, but in retail, it doesn't matter. I can go into any zone on these maps and you have no worry of dying, because the game is just so much easier. There's no difficulty, you know what I mean? But it's funny that I can go into, like, for example, I can go into these zones. I can pull like 20 mobs. Like, I can pull 20 mobs of my level. Have no problem killing them. No problem whatsoever. But I can go into a battleground, go up against one, like, Shadow Priest, who basically globals me and kills me in half a second. You know, to me, there's a balance there that's all fucked up, right? That shouldn't happen. Like, the mobs that are at my level in the world, even though they're just, you know, and even though they're NPCs, you know, even though they're just, you know, they're not real players, they should still have some degree of difficulty to them. They should still feel like they're hitting me as hard as a player would hit me, you know? So... This effect persists through death. Alright. Yeah. Oh yeah, leveling is too fast. You'll just out-level the zone, right? That's why I level just doing PvP. Like, I'll run around the zones and just pick herbs and stuff. But it's painful because I'm a protection paladin, I'm just basically getting my ass handed to me. Quite a lot. So it's a painful experience. If you pick a class that's very strong, like a hunter, and you're leveling via PvP as a hunter, it's going to feel really fun because you're just basically going to be kicking the shit out of everybody because hunters are so OP in battlegrounds, especially lower level battlegrounds.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
The Chaos Bolts, baby. Destruction Warlock!
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Destruction Warlock. The guy was asking me if I wanted to run the flag, and I didn't see it right away because I was looking at, you know, Nick, I was talking to you in chat. And I said, sorry, dude, I was looking at stream chat. I was like, you can run it.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Look at that. Amazing how much damage, though. Of course, I've got the Warlock and the Hunter getting me, though. So... I mean, just look at that, though. Seriously, this is the kind of shit that shouldn't happen. So, although that wasn't a lot of damage there, right? That wasn't a lot of damage, so that didn't capture the real damage. Somewhere along the line, I got crushed. But there's just too much damage in retail WoW. And it's been around for a long time. This is not a problem that's new, you know what I mean? Should even out a little bit as we get higher up and we get better abilities, and we'll be able to mitigate damage better. But right now, it's just bad, you know? I go into fights sometimes and I have full health, and within like half a second, I'm dead. I mean, I don't even know what hit me. It's just like, I'm fine, dead. You know, it's like, okay. So you try to protect yourself. Like here, I'm going to silence this guy. He's silenced. Another destruction warlock, it looks like.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Dead. You know. That was the Iceland. So this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You got these characters that are hitting you for 2,000, which is not, it's not like crazy out of the realm damage, but when you couple that with a bunch of other things that happen very quickly after, it becomes a lot of damage. Of course, I didn't get rezzed. Because I've got about, I think I've got like 6,000 health, or 8,000 health. Where's my health at? I can't see my health. I think I have like 8,000 health. And you can see here, though, that the damage. See the damage there? You can look at, we're losing, right? But look at the Horde team. So you've got, you know, the first three guys are over 100,000 damage. The highest damage on my entire Alliance team is well, the guy just left, but it was 45,000. So the highest damaging player on the Alliance team did 45,000 damage. 45,000 was the highest on my team. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Horde that are higher than the one highest player on my team. You know, it's just like unbelievable. It's like all the shitty players play Alliance too, which sucks, you know. So,
you can kiss your ass goodbye.
No, we're just not going to res at this point. They're just farming our... But yeah, playing at night has been really annoying. Like, I think I was going into... After last night when I played, I was like... I think... What was I? Here, let's take a look at the statistics. Okay, like right now I'm 14 and 35, but I think after last night I was like 9 and 25 or something. Like 9 wins, 25 losses. I mean, that's just, you know, terrible. You would hope, you would like to be around 50%, you know, 50-50. And now they're just, you know, farming. But the thing that cracks me up is, from a gameplay point of view, from an enjoyable point of view in PvP, I would be able to create a PvP system that would be excellent. There's a lot of PvP games out there that are, you know, like I said, like Guild Wars 2. Like, you can go to Guild Wars 2 and do PvP and be have a very successful, you know, and satisfying PvP experience. You don't have this issue where people are like twinking and people are just blowing people up. I mean, the one thing about WoW, and I think it's why you get a lot of these you know, these e-peeners that want to waggle their e-peen and think they're like, cool, hey, look at me. Because they can go in and they can, like, abuse the system. I mean, for example, like, you know, the monk that was turning off XP and queuing up and doing battlegrounds where he's like level 70 with like amazing gear, and he's going up against people that are level 30 with shitty gear, and he's like one-shotting people. And for whatever reason, in real life, his life sucks so bad that he's got to do this kind of shit in a video game to feel better about himself. You know what I mean? That kind of crap goes on in WoW more than almost any other MMO, right? And it's just really sad, you know. Because like I said, in Guild Wars 2, you don't really have that issue. And so it's really a fault of the way the systems are designed. It's a fault of the way World Warcraft builds their game. And it just shows you a lack of intelligence, in my opinion. Lack of intelligence, lack of skill by the developers of Blizzard to let these kind of shenanigans go on. It just shows a lack of... all they care about is money. And that's the problem with WoW, and that's why WoW has gone downhill, is because in the end, all they're trying to do is make money. They're not trying to make a good video game. There you go. So now you can see that. Now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All those Horde players. You've got these 2 Horde players right here, the top 2. If you add up their damage, it's almost more than the entire Alliance team put together. If I'd known that being Horde was going to be so much of an advantage at the times that I play Battlegrounds, I probably would have just rolled a Horde tune, to be honest. You know, because it's not even fair when you go in and you're just getting destroyed. I wonder if we can kill all these guys with their level 30. Let's see. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I can pull all these mobs and... You can see how weak my damage is, though. My damage is too low. Am I even getting any experience for killing these guys? Let's take a look. Hope. Okay, well we are getting experience at least. Yeah, we actually getting pretty good experience there, actually. So there you go, Nick. We can level pretty fast just sitting in this area. Like,
You can kiss your ass goodbye. can kiss your ass goodbye.
Alright, we leveled to level 32. And we hope that... I keep hoping that my character is going to get stronger and not get my ass handed to me in Battlegrounds, but so far that hasn't been the case. Let's see, Consecration heals you and 5 allies. The problem is the heals are really weak. I mean, 15... So, like, Consecration heals you and 5 allies within it for 15 every 0.9 seconds. Well, 15 health is absolutely nothing. So I've got 6,000 health. What's 15 health? I mean, it's like 10% would be 60 health, right? 15 health is like, you know, what did I say? 60 would be 10%. So 15 health is like, that's like 25%. That's like 2.5% of my health, right? If I did my math right. Times 2.5, 15,000. Yeah, wow. 0.025. But yeah, it's like 2.5%. That's like nothing. It's like absolutely nothing. It's garbage. So what other talent can we use? We've got, you know, Blessing of Protection, Bless the Party Member Granting. I mean, it can't be used. Blessing of Protection is, it's okay. What's the cooldown? 5-minute cooldown? It's not really that good because it's such a long cooldown. Sanctify Plate, armor increased by 5%, stamina increased by 5%, damage taken from area of effect times 3. This is actually good. You know, just a flat defense. This is good. You know, it's going to increase our stamina, increase our armor, and it reduces our area of effect damage. So that's... Well, actually, that raised my health by quite a bit. So that actually is a really good talent. And here's another elite, or so-called elite. And of course, he'll be a complete, you know, pushover. Where is the elite? The elite is right here. We'll hit him with my racial. My Draenei racial. And now he's almost dead. Not good, these guys are starting to respawn. Yeah, these guys are actually responding pretty quickly. Well, it is too low for like PvP, right? Yeah, not for PvE. I mean, for PvE, my damage is fine. I mean, all we have to do is keep up. We just have to keep up our shield, right? Yeah, I keep up Light of the Titans here, which heals me over time. So here, I'll explain to you what abilities I have. So basically, every time I get 3 charges of Holy Power, I can cast, Word of Glory on myself. Once I cast Word of Glory, I get the buff Light of the Titans, which heals me for 72 every 2.6 seconds. So you're going to see me want to keep this up at all times, Light of the Titans, right? Especially in PvP, although in PvP it's just not enough. The healing isn't enough because the damage in PvP is coming too fast and too hard. And then the other thing I'm going to pop is, Shield of the Righteousness. So if I hit a mob with Shield of the Righteousness, and we can also queue. The nice thing about this ability is we can queue up Holy Power even when we're not in combat, which is, and I can even use Shield of the Righteousness also. Like if I do one more here, we can go ahead and pop Word of Glory. We'll do this, and then we'll pop that Shield of Righteousness. Now you can see Shield of Righteousness is up, and that increases my armor and all. So this guy's going through and killing everybody. So, which kind of sucks because that's what I wanted to be doing, and he's killing all my mobs. So he's mad that I'm here killing these mobs because he wants to kill them. It's okay. I'll sit here all day long and take these mobs just so he can get mad. That's another thing about WoW though, is people are so rude, people are so rude to you. Like he comes up and he's like, leave, leave, leave. He's like spamming leave over and over and over again. And I go, you mad, bro? And he goes, do I look like a bro ho? And I'm like, yeah, no, but you sound like a child. I use the you mad bro because that's like a childish thing to say. So I was trying to make him think that I was a child. Because I thought maybe that would irritate him more than anything else. But I don't really give a flying fuck. But yeah, the damage. So Nick, you saw that, yes, I can kill all those mobs, but there's 2 problems there. 1, I'm not really doing that much damage. And 2, the mobs aren't doing any damage. They're weak. So basically we're both weak. Like I'm weak, the mobs are weak. Then we get into a PvP situation and the burst damage by some of these other classes is just insane. I mean, burst is like insane burst. So
you all look like a sturdy lot. Could use another rogue or 2, I'd say. But you'll do.
Thank you. For the Alliance.
Champions, Azurite deposits have been located on an island. We've brought our ship around to the center of the island. Collect as much Azurite as you can. It is the key to victory.
We do have
There's a
7,800
rich
honor.
Azurite deposit below us, heroes. Get down there and collect all you can. And if those
I don't even know where to buy like honor gear in the game right now. I have no idea. You know what I mean? Because I haven't played the game in so long. Or because I haven't really played the game. So. This is going to be a big battle, probably. Yeah.
We've spotted more Azurite eruptions around the island. The location... Supplies incoming! Grab them, champions! You kept that Azurite out of the Horde's hands. Just a bit more supplies incoming. Grab them, champions. Nicely done, champions! King Rin will be pleased to learn of your victory. For the Alliance!
This guy is an elite. Of course, he gave me nothing for killing. I hope he gave me some experience at least. Probably not. Not really sure why that other guy's out here killing these mobs. I'm doing it for experience, but he's... Well, I guess, you know, since it scales, maybe he's doing it for experience. I have no idea. Maybe he's farming some loot. I have no idea. Let's see if we can, like, pull all these mobs. Maybe he's just like a bot or something. I don't know. Oh, I think that guy. I think that I annoyed that guy enough that he took off, maybe, because I don't see him anymore. No, he's still here. I don't know what he's doing here. See, he's just AFKing it too. He's not pickpocketing it. Let's see, what is he? So he's a level 60. There's he finally took off. I just don't see what a level 60 would be doing here, unless he's trying to farm a certain item, maybe. Maybe that's what he's doing. Oh, the Gut Ripper. Maybe he was farming the Gut Ripper. But that's just a... Man, the drop rate, though, it's insane. The Gut Ripper. What do we get for? Just a mark of honor. still don't understand what this person's doing here. Here, watch this. Let's compare achievements. Oh, they got a lot of achievement points. Let's compare PvP achievements. Oh, pretty close. Yeah, but look at Arena. Like Arena achievements, I've got like way more Arena than that player. Way more higher rating in Arena too. They're a PvE noob. PvE newbie. And these queue times though are crap, you know? They're just like crap.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
At this point, this person's just killing my mobs, making my job easier. Like I'm tagging the mobs as she's coming around killing them, although she may be nerfing my experience. But I'm getting all the loot though. You can see I'm getting all the loot. Kind of funny. I'm not sure. Just I don't understand that person's mentality. Plans. Alright, finally a battleground pop. About time. We got lots of stuff. Haven't collected this appearance. Oh god. Do I even want to collect that appearance would be the question, right? You haven't collected this appearance. Okay. Now we have. You haven't collected this appearance. Now we have. So it's interesting that you can collect the appearance of like gray items now. You haven't collected this appearance. Well, now I have. I've got a demon on my head. See the little demon sitting on top of my head? Alright, let's see if we can not get blown up again. I'm sure we will, but we'll see how long we last. Okay, we're gonna head this way and see if we can get the damage amplifier. I still got a demon on my head, which is absolutely hilarious. I still got a demon riding shotgun on top of my shoulders. Let's get rid of the... Yeah, it's the request that's called. Daglop has appeared to give you orders. That's so cool. Can we get rid of this one? Let's get rid of that one. That way you'll be able to see him better. See? Daglop. Here. Got a priest here. So first off, we can silence the priest right there. There's too many horde. We're gonna come back to our buddies here. Let's see if I can. You know, I'm actually gonna heal. Yeah, let's heal this druid. I'm just gonna actually heal people here for a little bit. Kill the druid. Kill the druid. Nope, kill the hunter. Can't. We're going to try to silence the priest. My shield here. Alright. The priest should have been silenced. Alright, we're doing good. My character got stuck for no reason though. That's not good. And we'll get some stuff going on here. Let's see. Okay, we're good. I guess the other team's just really weak for some reason. Okay, we're good. We're gonna queue up our shield here. We're gonna silence. Well, we don't need to silence him. He's dead. We're gonna silence this guy if we can get up to him. Incoming silence. Here comes silence. Silence. There's the silence. And of course, Hodge. And these guys are just weak. Not sure what's going on. It's like this group is just really weak. It's like I don't know what's going on. Maybe just my grip's really strong. I know I'm not strong. I'm weak. I'll take it though. After getting my ass handed to me 10,000 times, it's nice to win a match. Silence. Hodge. Ooh, I'm the raid leader. Did you see that? Hit him with my racial. Here comes the racial. Boom. That was like my Drain Eye racial that kind of hit him there for a little bit of damage. Well, how much damage am I doing? So if you take... my damage is going to be weak. So 26,000, which is obviously pretty bad. And then my healing's 16k, which is, you know, so-so. I'm not a healer, so it's not going to be anything. We're going to silence this guy. So we have the PvP talent here. It's called Shield of Virtue. And when I activate that, my next... when I activate my next shield, Avenger's Shield, silences the target. Which is nice.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, we finally got a ring, and it upgraded. It's like about time, man. It's been waiting forever to get a ring here. Oh no! Unfortunately, it didn't. Fortunately, we can't have 2 of those. That kind of sucks. Poor Rogue's probably wishing she was a Paladin. Because I'm like, I can outpull this Rogue so easily. She's like trying to pull mobs and I'm just pulling them all. Oh, they have shared loot though, I think. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they changed it so that she can loot mobs even though I've tagged them. That might be a thing in retail, I don't know. Used to not be, obviously. If that's the case, that kind of sucks. I prefer when it's not that way because it just makes it more fun to be able to fight with other players for loot, you know? It's fun that way. Competition that way is always fun. MMOs shouldn't be too much like Care Bearish. There should always be some competition. Otherwise, it's not fun. See, she's looting stuff. Weird, man. Alright, well, we are level 33. Level 33. Well, it's hard to like... I mean, we want to level via PvP, but the problem is the battleground queues are so shitty. It takes forever to get into BGs. So, we've got... Let's see. This one, your Avenger Shield is imbued with Holy Fire, causing it to deal 20 holy damage to all enemies within 5 yards. Call upon the light and become an avatar of retribution, increasing your critical strike chance by 20%. Avenging Wrath might. What is this? Does that like mean that my Avenging Wrath just like it upgrades my Avenging Wrath? Because what does Avenging Wrath do now? It's not crit. It's more increases your damage and healing. When you cast Word of Glory, someone other than yourself also hear yourself. That's not that great. Why would you want this for a PvP build? That seems really weird. Hold on a second. Wow. Protection, Paladin, PvP. Talents. Why would you want this talent right here? Casting Word of Glory grants you an additional 50%. Oh no, it's... Okay, that's different. 15% block chance for 5 seconds. That's not bad. That's actually really good. So to get to this, what do we need? I think we need to grab this one. I thought I already grabbed this one. Guess not. Yeah, so we'll grab this one, and then next level we can start grabbing Faith in the Light, which is going to give us even more block chance, which is good. Still feel like we're really weak though. Well, I suppose we can queue. Let's see, what else we can queue here? Really sucks that these battleground pops are so slow. Won't let me go into that dungeon. Oh, looks like it will let me go into this one, maybe. Lower Blackrock Spire. Destiny. duck in here.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Well, that sucks. Right in the middle of a fight. Man, look at all the loot. We're getting a lot of loot. Maybe one of the, let's see. Couple of epic drops. The Gut Ripper and Destiny. all I was doing there was just trying to silence the druid as much as possible. I've got 3 different ways to silence. Well, I've got a kick, I can interrupt, and then I've got the Shield of Virtue, which will silence, and then of course I have my Hodge, so I have 3 ways to interrupt spell casting. So I was just trying to... I can't kill the druid because I'm too weak, but... I can certainly try to slow down their healing so they can't heal anybody else. This is always good. What I probably should do, I've never done in my entire life of playing World of Warcraft, I've actually never been a Paladin healer, like ever. So and Holy Paladins are supposed to be like godlike in this version of WoW for PvP. So I probably really should set up a, if I can do a multi-spec here, maybe I'll do a healing spec and just heal people. Because I am a good healer. Well, this is Horde, shit. Shit.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Okay, that was... Mind Spike hit me for 3,500 damage. Okay, always fun. I wasn't even looking at the Shadow Priest, I was actually fighting the Hunter. I don't think I have debuffs really displaying on my character too, that's also another problem. Or if they are showing, I'm not paying attention to them, you know. Tough priest there. She had 2 rogues on her, and they couldn't bring her down. This is stupid. Gonna silence.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Okay, so I did see all the debuffs there. I'm just gonna have to pay closer attention to all the debuffs. Yeah, I'm dead here.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, I'm dead here, but... Yeah, I may want to, I don't know, do something about the debuffs. Create a more centrally located debuff bar to track debuffs. But Warlocks are going to be a problem, because they'd probably just, against Warlocks, we're going to have to bubble. If they, like, full dot me. Excuse me. Healing done. Damage done. Looks like they're trying to just lose this battleground. Because they weren't really trying to get this node. Yeah. Yeah, this looks like a loss. 3 cap for the Horde. You can see all these. Well, it's hard to tell when you have so many damned. You know, when you have so many rogues and shit running around. Four second. Okay, silence incoming on the druid. Boom, silence. Kill. Kill, 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 kill. Kick. Dead. And okay, this. Yeah, this is a lost cause here.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, we're not gonna get that one. Definitely we're gonna lose that. Everybody's dead. How's my healing doing? 40,000. My healing's starting to get better, which is nice. 40,000 heals. Still, like, you know, am I? You know, my healing. What level am I? I am level 33. So that's not too bad at level 33. I mean, I'm only doing 60,000, but that's the most damage I've done in a battleground yet. So, but obviously no far cry from, you know, 150,000. But I'm only level 33 in a 32-39 battle group. So it'll be interesting to see what damage I'm doing when I'm around like level 39. If you're playing a class, a PvP class that's really strong in battlegrounds, you'll see that around level 33, 34, you'll be middle of the pack to, you know, and then by the time you get to like 35, 36, you'll start being near the top of the pack, and by the time you get to like 38 and 39, you'll really be dominating in the battleground, so. Okay, we're going to silence the druid right now. Druid is silenced. Now we're going to hodge the druid. And kill the druid. Don't have any silences here. Got our racial though. Actually, we're not doing that bad. I'm gonna need some big time heals here. I'm just basically gonna try not to die, and maybe I can. Okay.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Ah, stunned there. Couldn't really heal. Okay, well, we tried to come back. It was a valiant effort, but they're going to take a WW, which they just took. So... Okay, we're going to look for an opportunity to silence this guy. Right
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
now. Look for the silence when he's low. He's still got healed up a little bit though. Man, this guy's got a lot of health.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
That guy's got a lot of, I don't know, he's just hard to kill. A Bahaj. Even through the Hodge he lived, man. Yeah.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Hey, almost topped 100,000 damage. That'll be a first for me with this character, so that's a good sign. We're starting to do a little bit of damage. Of course, nothing compared to the other team. But healings, if I could top 100,000 damage and healing, that would be decent. Yeah, well. I'll see if it puts me right back in the middle of a dungeon. I hope it does. But your arena is ready. Oh god. This is gonna be funny. Arena. It's me versus nobody, it looks like. I win. I win, baby, because I'm just that good. Watch, nobody. Oh no, there's two. Let's do this. I guess they don't want to fight. This is the worst arena match ever. I think they think that I have a partner. They don't realize I don't. They're like looking for my partner, thinking that I'm like strategically running around like I'm Billy Badass, you know. Now they finally figured out that I'm not, you know. It's like I'm not Billy Badass, you know.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Hey, look. I did as much healing as them and half as much damage. They didn't realize that it was just me. They thought there was somebody else on my team, so they were like running around thinking, oh man, there's another person. You gotta love it, man. Let's see, what was I doing? I was in here, right? Yeah. Let's see if we can solo the rest of Lower Blackrock Spire. Oh man, did it all like respawn? I guess it did, huh? Okay. She's too fast for her own self. There we go.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh shit. I think I bit off more than I could chew here.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, definitely bit off more than I could chew. I'm dead. Can't kill that many. Not that many.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. 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 You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Shit.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
This is not good. God. I'm dead. Well, the one guy died at least. But yeah, they just, man, there's curse after curse after curse, or hex after hex after hex. They were doing back-to-back hexes, so I was getting like 8 seconds of CC there, which totally sucked. Ah. Screwed that up, didn't I? Oh. Smoldering Great Belt. It's actually an upgrade. Well, I gotta go to bed. I would love to sit here and clear this whole dungeon, but it'll take like another hour at least because these fights are not exactly fast. Not exactly fast at this level. I'll have to come back tomorrow night maybe and see if we can clear some of these old school dungeons.
I buy and trade.
Just for shits and giggles. And for the loot.
Go with honor, friend.
Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna head to bed. Yeah, we're level 33. I feel like we're slowly, like very, very slowly, getting a little bit stronger in the PvP stuff.
May you find what you seek.
That's the first time we've upgraded our belt in a long time. Alright, catch you guys later, man. Everybody has a good one. I think there's only one person left to stream.